Hey, good morning, everybody. It is Thursday, so Griffin's back there. Today is September 14th. It is actually the birthday of my nephew, Bill, so happy birthday to him. But also, in church calendar, it is the feast day of the exaltation of the cross. Our gospel today is then from John chapter 3, verses 13 through 17. This is that famous scene where Jesus is talking with Nicodemus in the dark. Whenever you read John's gospel, whenever it talks about dark, means the person's not in faith, and light means they have come faith. So you see all that in there. But this is when it'll have that famous John 3:16, for God came into the world. But he's talking to Nicodemus about really what salvation is and how salvation kind of happens. And he talks about how the Son of Man will be lifted up, just like the serpent in the desert, referring back to the Moses story. And everyone who believes in him will have eternal life, salvation, that freedom. And so it's what we need to do, I think, or I need to do, or all of us need to do. It's just not the act of Jesus being on the cross. We have to meditate upon the meaning of the cross and Jesus on the cross and what that all means. It's just not an event, it is the event. But how does that event, what's that mean? It means so much on so many different levels. One of the things that I focused on in last couple of years, is that Jesus went to the cross with a total faith in the Father. He had to wrestle with it. And so you have that whole great scene of him in the garden wrestling with his faith and trusting in the Father against this. Well, he knew this was going to be horrible. And of course, then that faith is rewarded in the resurrection, telling us that life comes through faith. Salvation, true life, comes through that faith in the Father. Then there's the other aspect, which I'm actually going to touch upon in my homily this weekend, is that, Jesus was executed by humanity, but God forgave humanity for this great crime. And so the cross and resurrection become a sign of God's ultimate love for us, God's faith in us, and then, of course, how we're going to respond to that, and that's liberty. And so it's that, and so I think we have to take this, the cross, and not necessarily feel that just it's this horrible event, and we have to, but we take this event and we mine it for its meaning. We discern it. We take it into our hearts and our heads, and we think about that, and we let that grace work with us. And that's how we can find that meaning in our lives. That's how we can see it. And it'll change as our life changes and grows. That meaning even comes deeper to us. So I encourage that. So on this day of the exaltation of the cross, it's a day to realize that is how God has come to save us, that God frees us, and what that means in our lives, we have to work on and uncover. All right? Okay, if that makes sense. Guys, it is Thursday. Tomorrow's my day off. Saturday, I'm out on fire with the kids. And then Sunday, I have some masses that snows, but I'm not preaching because the deacons preach this weekend. But I'm doing a homily anyway because I almost have to. And it'll be posted, okay? So take care. Enjoy. Bye-bye. See you back here on Monday.